Whoa, that cut off awful quick. What the heck happened there? What's going on, Blood Fam? Friday, Black Friday, and we are going to be in here for a divisional matchup for the AFC West. The Las Vegas Raiders, who are kind of in shambles right now, head to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. This game is on Amazon Prime. And as always, we're going to be chilling and hanging out in here. Expect a very, very low volume crowd today. So if you like to chat, today might be the day to do so. And we will push this thing forward and try to have a good time and see what happens. A lot of stuff going on in the football world that we're probably not going to have a lot of time to talk about today. But Matt Eberflus in Chicago has been fired. A very Chicago thing to do. Draft a quarterback, fire a coach. It's kind of like the way of the world there. That's a big disappointment. As much as Alex and I have shown dislike for Caleb Williams, it is so unfair to a quarterback to put people in front of him to guide him and then stop, not even all the way through the season, and say, wait, we made a mistake. We put the wrong person in front of you. And now we're going to remove them and you're going to have to start over with X here. We'll play it out for the rest of the season, but this is not going to be the pattern that your career takes. So young quarterbacks, what do you think goes through their mind? So many different coordinators and stuff through the first year or two. It's just not a good look. So I feel bad for Caleb in that sense, because Chicago's ownership and whoever makes these decisions, I don't know if it was Ryan Poles pulling the trigger. The early talk is that Ryan Poles may be trying to pull Spags from Kansas City since he worked with him. Or I keep hearing John Gruden's name a lot today on the radio, NFL Sports Radio. I keep hearing his name is a lot. Currently, John Gruden is I wouldn't even call it assistant. He's just kind of overseeing and kind of helping the New Orleans Saints out in this time right now going forward. So he's kind of like the word keeps leaving me every time I get ready to say it. So he's there. He's been hired by an NFL team. So nothing really stops any of these teams from hiring somebody if they feel like they got the right guy. If they don't, they may slip back and go into waiting for one of these hot coordinators. The name like Ben Johnson keeps coming up from Detroit. Also Aaron Glenn as well. Those guys are coordinators. There's going to be a lot of names like that come up. But sorry for Caleb Williams. I feel like the rest of his season's kind of going to be in shambles a little bit. They may get a little bit of a boost having, just on emotion next week. But, Eberflus lost 6 games in a row, and that is not working out really well for them. So let's see where we stand. We should be about go time here. Getting really, really close. That's got to go, first of all. All right. That's got to go. There. All right. Other news and notes from and the other part of that game was that, if it wasn't for just a timeout, like a really bad mistake in the last 35 seconds of that game, he got those guys motivated at halftime, and they came out and they put up, 20 points basically in the second half and shut Detroit down on the road. So, Eberflus may not be the right guy as a head coach, but he knows how to motivate the players, at least to some aspect. And like I said, and I feel kind of bad for the situation. Maybe Cincinnati can hire somebody like that to kind of help Anarumo along with the defense this year, because they've been struggling a little bit. Wouldn't hurt my feelings none whatsoever to see somebody come in and just kind of help out to finish this season off strong. Dallas gets the win at home over the Giants. More history keeps repeating itself there. The one that I was kind of shocked about was that I actually took Miami in the pick'ems, and Green Bay really laid it on them, 30-17. I thought Miami was building some momentum, and and Green Bay hasn't been playing. Uh, you know, I'm not going to say Jordan Love has been perfect, but he's had his ups and downs. A little turnover happy at times. So I thought Miami had a chance on the road for that one. Thought it was an opportunity where I could make up some ground in the pick'ems. So I took a chance on that one and lost. That's okay. And then the other game, let's see. No, that was all three. So we had two pretty good games, one not so much, and the one was late last night. Once again, apologize for Alex and I. We did not have enough time to get set up once we got home last night, and all that food plus work, we were both pretty whooped. So we decided that we would come back in here today, which it's going to be me because she's at work again, and get in here for this game. Adam says Raiders. Yeah, everybody was in a food coma last night. As much as I would have preferred to be in here last night as opposed to Black Friday, because we know how Black Friday ended last year, it flipping blew. So we'll take it with what it is. But here we are. 3 games gone by yesterday. We got one today. I will be here tomorrow at 7:30 in the PM to hopefully watch my Indiana Hoosiers push themselves into the college football playoff and hopeful of that. Can't say the same for my basketball team right now, as they did not play very well this weekend, although they did play better today against Providence and the please don't leave Atlantis without a win game. As we stand right now in the AFC West, Chiefs are 10-0, are 10-1 with a 3-0 divisional record. Chargers 2-1, 7-4. Broncos 7-5. We need Chargers and Broncos to lose. I'm indifferent. Raiders can win. Chiefs can win. Doesn't much matter to me at this point. Four plates of ham, stuffing, mac and cheese in a roll. Adam, bro, that's the way to do it. We had to eat dinner twice yesterday, and it was really, really good. It looks like the Chiefs will be receiving the opening kickoff. Carlson is set to do so now. Please let us have a good game today, something that is exciting and fun, and time goes by, and we have a blast. Also, if anybody happens to be here today on the Facebook side, please smash the like button over there. It would be much appreciated. Do I think the game will be under 42? And do you think he will rush? Well, I don't know about Mahomes getting 25 or more in today's game. I would go under the 25, and I think the game will be over 42. And I appreciate the comment. Smash the like on the Facebook side. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up. Hit the follow button. If not, check your notifications, because anybody that likes the stream over there, I send a follow invite out the following day. All right, here we go. And this also marks the return today of Isaiah Pacheco. Been gone 10 weeks. It seems like forever. Kareem Hunt did an admirable job in fill-in. And there's a handoff, and I believe that's Hunt. Getting Texas's. All right, 2nd down and 12. Alex, I don't have an underdog account, so I can't see it right at the moment. Mahomes is in the gun, 2nd down and 12. Back to pass, looking down the field. He's going to let it go, and that is caught. And that is Xavier Worthy. He's going to step out of bounds after the 1st down. There we go. We will just call out Alex's fantasy for the day. We'll see what she's got going. Noah Gray. 2.5 receptions or more. Travis Kelce. I hate not being able to see. That one goes incomplete out to Watson, and then it will bring up 2nd down and 10. I'm staying away from the betting for just a hot minute. Feel like that is probably the best thing to do. All right, 2nd down and 10. Mahomes is in the gun. Here comes pressure. There's the handoff. And I think Hunt is going to get stopped after just a few yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long. There is Pacheco on the sidelines. He looks ready to go. Expecting his first carry of the day to come soon. All right, 3rd down and 8. Watson's in motion. There's the snap. Looks like an offside. Should be a penalty flag. I don't see it. Yes, it comes. Mahomes lets it go, and that is caught by Travis Kelce for a 1st down. It was a free play as we had an offside guy on the left side of the offensive line. Mahomes recognized it and got it out to Kelce, and that's a 1st down. Back to Alex's picks for the day. Over 2.5 receptions for Noah Gray. Over half of a touchdown for Travis Kelce. Patrick Mahomes, 33.5 passing attempts. Daniel Carlson, 1.5 field goals made. Brock Bowers, 61.5 yards. Aiden O'Connell, 213 passing yards. Kareem Hunt, 1.5 receptions. There's the handoff. That is Pacheco's first carry off of IR, and he runs forward for about 6 yards. Isaiah Pacheco, first carry back off the injury reserve and looked really fresh. Kareem Hunt, 1.5 receptions, and Max Crosby, half a sack. 8 correct wins up to 62.29 times. Sweet. 2nd down and 6. Oh, he pitches it forward to Hunt, and that's a reception for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get close to the 1st down as he gains about 5 yards on the play. The little shovel pass. Oh, snap. Pacheco looked good on that carry, Adam. Yes, Georgianne, how are you, my dear? Miss Charlie was in earlier, and Alex isn't lazy. She's working. I'm not going to beat up on her for that. 3rd down and 1. They got 3 in the backfield. There is the handoff. Pacheco barrels forward, and he's close. He's right on the line. They're going to give him the 1st down. Pacheco has that extremely aggressive style of running where he just puts his head down and gets up to full speed as soon as possible. And he hits it very fast. That hole closed, and he just went through the tackler. Spillane hit him hard, but he went through him enough to get to the 1st down marker. 1st and 10. Ball's at the 44. Play action, looking downfield, and that's incomplete. Travis Kelce was the intended receiver, and he was given a piggyback ride to a DB there. 2nd down and 10. I got you. Yeah, Pacheco and Hunt are very similar, but Pacheco's a little bit stronger, I think. 2nd down and 10. Back to pass, looking, lets it go deep. He's got a man out there, and that's a 1. Oh, so close for D-Hop, but that will be DPI as D-Hop just about one-handed shoestring caught that pass as Mahomes floated it up on the outside. really nice play is Jack Jones was just hanging on. Never looks back for the ball. And that is the main reason why that was called the way that it was. If he turns back and looks for the ball, he can hand fight and do whatever he wants and get away with a lot more because he's trying to make a play on the ball. Biggest mistakes the defensive backs make. 1st and 10, back to pass, fires over the middle. Kelsey is going to get it down inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. 2nd down and about a long 3. Yeah, it's always fun. She would much rather be here, I guarantee it. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Alex and I had a blast last night. 2nd down and 4. Mahomes is back to pass. Here comes pressure. There's nowhere to go but backwards. And he basically throws that to Hunt, but throws it away at the same time. Really nice contained by the Raiders defensive line as he could not escape to the outside, and there was nowhere to go in the middle. Kept him just going straight backwards, which is what a lot of defenses this year have been doing to Caleb Williams. The NFL players are a little bit faster, and that's been a lot of his struggle, is not being able to escape the correct way. Just an analogy. 3rd down and 4, big play here. The Raiders want to get off the field with less than a field goal attempt. P. Ryan goes in motion. There's the pressure, and that is tipped up, aimed for D-Hops, and that's going to be incomplete as Jack Jones gets his hand in there and knocks that one away. And we will be 4th down and 4, and the Chiefs are going to look like they're going to settle for a field goal attempt here. Nice defense by Jack Jones. He gets some penalties, but he gets in there and fights it. I don't know if they got lucky. I feel like they stood up in the red zone. We'll call that luck just yet. Kick is up, and it is good. And Kansas City strikes first blood today. Not afraid to take 3 points as they rely on their defense a lot. They do not usually take points off the board. They make you earn the win. Yeah, Alex is she's getting really close to being in a much better place, Steve. I think this new job has been very good for her. I can see a change. So to me, I feel like that's a good thing. And being in here together, we'll get better. We'll have a lot. I know we have a good time now, but it'll be even more fun in the near future. Georgianne, I guess tomorrow we are Sunday. We have to go against one another, and I'm sad to say that I desperately need your Steelers to lose tomorrow or Sunday. It'll make me feel a little bit better about my season. Where they are, I feel like they're just leaning on the commercials for this Amazon Prime Day. Did anybody go do any shopping this morning? Anybody get any good deals? Did anybody buy me a present? Anybody want to send me a gift for Christmas? What was my favorite side from yesterday? Oh my gosh. I like all the traditionals, the mac and cheese. There's the kickoff, and it'll be a touchback. I like the mac and cheese, corn. I don't know. I'm just kind of I'm more just, I like really good turkey and ham. I don't know. I eat just about everything. All right. Aiden O'Connell is going to be at the helm today. We'll take a gander at what he looks like against this Chiefs defense, which pretty much, I don't know if we saw him last year or not. Back to play action, roll out on a bootleg. They're trying to get him moving. He fires it, and that's caught. And that is knocked. Myers makes the catch and goes out of bounds. I can't see what the gainage was there, but looked like a design play. Looked like Aiden O'Connell made a nice throw there. Didn't get a chance to kind of go into the throw. He was kind of going backwards. Yeah, I couldn't remember who played in that game last year or games. I know that the Raiders did get a win last year against Kansas City. I just can't remember who got that win. It might have been Aiden O'Connell. 2nd down and 5. That looked like a really weird play, but a handoff, and he's going to push forward and get close to 1st down yardage. That was number 8 for the Raiders, and I don't know who that is right now because I know Madison. Oh, it's Abdullah. Madison is out today. Got it. Offense blew that game, but it was Aiden O'Connell. I feel like it was a really low-scoring game for some reason. All right, they give him 1st down yardage on the play, 1st and 10. Ball is out at the 40-yard line, I believe. Yes, it is. O'Connell's in the gun. There's the snap, looking to throw, fires it, and that is caught. Shoestring catch right there by Jacoby Myers. That is a quick hitter for, I like that calling him AOC, but. And then you look there in the Raiders booth, you got Scott and North Turner sitting together. That's kind of cool. Second down and 6. There's another handoff to Abdullah. He's going to push forward. The ball is on the ground. I think they're going to call him down, but there is a flag on the play. Yep, King, I'd hate to tell you good luck because I'm still hopeful to play in a Big Ten championship, but I think you guys will probably win. Indiana plays Purdue tomorrow night, and that's at 7:30. It's the rivalry game for the in-state Indiana. It should be a good game to some degree. We hopefully should get our feet back underneath of us before, knock on wood, the opportunity to go to the college football playoff. 2nd down and 16. Ball's back at the 34. O'Connell's in the gun. Here come they rush forward, looking to throw. Pressure's coming. He gets away, rolls out, looking still, throws it, and knocked away at the very last second by Drew Tranquil. And that was aimed for Michael Myers. Myers. I can't. Michael Mayer. Now it brings up a 3rd and 16. And the really good thing about the way this defense is that when he rolls out to try to get out of that pocket, he's 15 yards deep. So he's got to throw it a good ways to make that completion. They're not letting him step up at all. Looks like it's getting a little bit loud there. Got 5 at the line. They're back. 4 rushes. Back to throw. Straight back. Looking, fires, checks it down. And that's going to be complete. And that's Brock Bowers with his first catch of the day. And that is going to bring up 4th down and about 9 yards to go. And the Raiders will have to punt. Duke plays Wake Forest at noon. Yeah, I've seen that. That's still pretty good. Is it Myers? Is it Michael Myers? That's crazy. I can't change that correlation. I thought it was. It just messes with me. I want to play the Halloween music every time. Punt is away, and it's going to bounce, and it's down at the 2. Oh, it takes a great bounce out of bounds at the 1 yard line. That ball stopped about 2 foot from the end line and bounced backwards. Cole buries the Chiefs inside the 1. Oh, wow. That's cool, Georgian. Man, that's a big-time game, too. Huge game. I don't think Michigan has what it takes this year, but it's still going to be fun. Man, I look red today. You had a little bit better of an offense, you could have been 10-1 right now. Yeah, college football world is so tough. It's not only how many games you lose, it's when you lose them, who you lose them to. You know, the overall record sometimes doesn't give the justice that it deserves. No. I mean, I don't think you'll ever get that consideration in the ACC. Who was your third loss to, Adam? Georgia Tech. Yeah, but Georgia Tech is the team that just beat Miami too, right? I I would assume that you should be right there in that conversation, though. Not necessarily in, but you should be in that conversation. Oh, there was a hold on that play. I didn't even notice that. Woo, camera focus. There we go. Showing the field finally. Maybe. Not sure what is going on at the moment here as it's showing everything but football at this point in time. All right, let's start this play clock. Here we go. Finally. So that punt, due to that hold, was out there at the 23. There's the handoff, and there goes Hunt as he's going to barrel forward for about 2 yards on first down. And it looks like they're probably going to give a fairly even split today between Hunt and Pacheco, I would assume. Or at least they'll play this first quarter trying to figure out which one they want to use. 2nd down and 8. Ball's at the 25. Mahomes is in the gun. There's a snap, back to pass, looking, fires it over the middle. That's caught by Kelsey. He's going to get the first down and then some. He's going to step out of bounds at the 37, and Kansas City gets a first down. Wow. You're a lot closer than some other teams. Like, you might be in that ballpark with Bama. 16, 17, somewhere right around there based on that. Holmes is back to pass, looking, fires over the middle, and that is caught. And he's going to bust a tackle, and Juju's going to get a first down. With the addition of DeAndre Hopkins, Juju is another great option now as a big, strong receiver that can go out kind of tight end like, that can get a few extra yards, not as much pressure on him to be a number one. You've really got a dynamic differential in the different wide receivers that they got between Schuster, D-Hop, and Worthy. There's a handoff, and Hunt is going to push forward, and he's only going to get about a yard or so on that play. Having that diversity at wide receiver is really nice. Yeah, the ranking system should have you guys pretty close. I love some of the players on that team. Mahomes back pass, looking, checks it down to Worthy, who gets the outside and is not cut off. He gets the first down, but oh, wait, we have some laundry on the play. It's probably going to be defensive holding, so that one's going to be declined. All right, that's another first down. Chandler, William Rivers, and Ryan Williams would be an insanely good matchup. 1st and 10. I see Noah Gray in the backfield. Is that right? Going to go looking. Pacheco's there to block. Here comes pressure. Gets it out to Kelsey, who's going to get just a couple of yards there. But oh, wait. The flags are flying again. And that's going to be an offensive holding penalty, and that's going to knock them back on Smith. And they will go back 10. Let's see. Well, that's close. Chiefs are struggling. You're so happy. I don't think they're struggling. Back to pass, looking, fires it over the middle, and that's caught by Kelsey, and he's on the run down to the 27, 26. And you can't come in here and say that and expect when they're winning the game to call them struggling. Another just wide open play on the outcut by Kelsey. The defender falls down, and he is going to barrel all the way down almost to the 25. Ball start. It's going to take him back about 5. Yeah, poor struggling Chiefs. They got a 4-to-1 yardage ratio. But then they're struggling. They've also probably dominated time of possession in this first quarter. But if that's a struggle for them, then they're definitely winning the Super Bowl. Back to pass. There comes pressure. He steps him up in front of it, throws it deep. He's got a man and just overthrows Noah Gray. There is the difference right there between like Mahomes and some of the others, is that he finds a way to step up in that pocket and make that throw, as where guys like Caleb Williams are struggling and they're falling backwards, having to throw it further. I mean, 1 possession, 3 points. I know what you're saying because you see the score, but it doesn't look like a struggle to me yet. If they're losing in the fourth quarter, that's a struggle. Back to pass, looking down the field, fires it out and overshoots Worthy, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 15. If you scored points on every possession of the game, you would probably win a lot of games. I always tend to play devil's advocate. That game never felt close at all last week. It felt like a mouse kind of toying with a cat toying with a mouse to some degree. You just knew how it was going to end. But the Panthers played good football. False start. And Mahomes throws the ball down, and it almost looks like he's aiming at Morris with it. Listen, I'm waiting to see a team just literally rattle this Chiefs team. That's what I want to see. I want to see them rattled. Back to throw, looking, rolls out. He's got pressure coming. He's going to get and fire it downfield, and it goes out of bounds. It is caught, but he's going to be out of bounds on 3rd and 20. And that will bring up, let's see if they're going to bring out the field goal kicker or the punt unit. Are they going to go for it here? Nope. And they are going to put the faith in their defense and send the punter out there. Andy Reid making smart coaching decisions. Oh, yeah, for sure. But gets the punt away. It is clean. It's going to be fair caught at the 7. That's about the only time that they've showed up. Well, I didn't know if they were in that no man's land between field goal and whatnot. I didn't know if they played those analytics like some teams do. I mean, back to that, talking about the Bills and the Chiefs game. I mean, that kind of worked out about how everybody. I think just about everybody had picked Buffalo in that game, so I don't think it's a surprise. Look what happened when they played a team to counteract their BS. They lost. I mean, I just see a team that makes very few mistakes and goes out and wins when they're supposed to win and capitalizes. And I'm not a fan of the Chiefs. They ruin my day most of the time too. But I still see what I see. And that's kind of the way Buffalo's played this year. Buffalo's played the same type. Of course they make mistakes. How many times capitalize completely on them? I just think seasons are called a season because they have different phases. I think teams go up and down. People figure them out a little bit. Coach, I mean, it's just really what it boils down to is how well you're in the right position and how well you're playing the last 3 or 4 weeks. I think that really dictates a lot. That's why I don't think any coach should be fired in the middle of the season. We were talking about that earlier. Well, not specifically Eberflus, but also talking about uh, there's a handoff. He's going to barrel forward and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a half a yard there for Abdullah. Not just Eberflus, but Robert Zala and really even Dennis Allen down in New Orleans. I don't think any one of them deserved to be let go midseason. And I think firing Eberflus probably just put a detriment on Caleb Williams' career because it's another change that young man's got to go through. And I know he's cocky and arrogant and really needs to be have his mouth shut a lot of the time, but it's hard when you go through different philosophies on the game of football. 2 in 1 year. Back to pass, looking, checks it down. It's a screen. Myers is going to break through for a first down and a couple more on top of that. That's what I'm saying is that I don't think they should have been let go mid-season. If you want to let go of a coach at the end of the year, that's great. Whatever. You can cite whatever you want at your team, but firing somebody mid-season is it just seems counterproductive, especially with a young quarterback. Oh, he's a fall guy, but they still haven't really got that all figured out yet. I think Aaron Rodgers is just literally cancer, but hey, that's me. There's a handoff. Abdullah goes forward, and he is going to get about 5 yards on first down. Chiefs will need to do a better job against the run if they want to control this game. Yeah, teams really feel like sometimes that a QB change or a coaching change can light a fire under a team. But in this instance, the defense of the Jets just got worse because Zala was a great defensive mind. It was their offense that sucked. How is that 100%? I mean, it's his responsibility, but how are you going to cite him and make that his fault and fire him in the middle of the year? We got an injured Chief on the play, and that is Nick Bolton. And I think he's holding we'll just say, lower half of his body. And that will bring us to the end of the quarter. It's hard to figure out really what's all going on with that Jets team. But I mean, I understand that the head coach is the responsible party for what happens on the field. I just don't necessarily feel like holding him responsible after a 2-3 start or whatever the heck they were when they fired him. Incompetent ownership says a lot. You see that. I think you're seeing that in Chicago right now, at least over the course of the last 10 years. It's the same motto, people start complaining and the ownership responds, which I don't think they should do. New York and Chicago, the market's very similar. And and you're back to what you're hitting a point is that the teams that the owners that you least hear about should have fired Eberflus after last year. I don't know. I mean, maybe. Yeah, that's tough to say when somebody deserves to be fired, honestly. I think after they let Eberflus have his statement this morning, what he said about the last 35 seconds of that game, that's the reason. I mean, that's more of a reason than what happened in the game itself is what he said about it. I don't know. I think history proves, and you can look it up, that that bouncing young quarterbacks with new ideologies that so many times in their young career is never really a good thing. Yeah, Tomlin clearly should be fired. Yeah, absolutely. He wins with he wins with lack of talent on everything. Back to throw it. Oh, he's going deep down the left side. He's got a wide open Jacoby Myers, and he is all the way down to the 25-yard line. Aiden O'Connell drops the dime in there. Where do you think? Why do you think he should be fired? I can't. There's no justification for that. He's had some horrible teams that still win games. Playing down to the competition. I guarantee you, if they fired him, he would be hired tomorrow because there's somebody out there that would much rather have him than what they have. Back to fire again, goes the same spot. Oh, and my God, it was a back shoulder throw to Myers, and there was 3 defenders, and it just kind of fell into McDuffie's or away from McDuffie, and he caught it. There you go. Yeah, everybody wants him fired. What's up, Charlie? If they fire that guy, I sure as hell hope my team hires him. Because he's got Super Bowls and a consistently winning culture. And he makes a lot of good player decisions. First and goal, and they blow the play dead. I think it's going to be a false start on the right side of the line. What's up, Charlie? And the other thing is the ownership, general manager, and coach are all in sync with one another. I mean, what you're acting like they're a 4-7 team right now. They're leading their division. Back to pass, looking down the field, fires it. It's got an open Bowers. I mean, I get that you're just I get that you have an opinion and you're trying to twist me up a little bit with it, but I can't find any logic in what you're saying at all. I mean, going 9-8 with a crippled Roethlisberger is more of a win than what you might imagine. You've seen what so many times? Second down and goal. There's a handoff. Abdullah pushes through the line, and he's going to be met for a no gain. And still winning games, mind you. I mean, the GM has just as much to say about that as anybody. I mean, they hired Arthur Smith. Everybody hates that guy. Playing against Pittsburgh every single year is never a treat. Back to pass, looking. O'Connell's got time. Here comes pressure. He steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be sacked as he gets tackled by Chris Jones from behind. Okay, talent off the charts that he's developed in his system. How many players have left there and fell off the deep end? How many have gone there and then gone somewhere else and sucked balls? How many former Steelers are all-pro players at other teams? I think you're just judging the talent of what he develops. Kick is up for the field goal, and we have a tie ball game. But in the grand scheme of things, ownership, fans, general manager, everybody's pretty happy with the guy except for a very select few, I guess. I don't know. I can't see that. And I guarantee you he hasn't cost his team as many games as people like, say, we'll just use Eberflus since he's the flavor of the day. If you're grading on a curve, he's helping set the bar. It's a lot. Okay. How many? God, comparatively speaking, give me 3 coaches in the NFL that are better. Give me 3 that have the longevity, the track record of developing players and keeping their organization happy. I mean, so you got an opinion and that's great, but I don't. I mean, like what? You can go Reed, Harbaugh, and one more. Give me one more. What track record? Give me 3 players that have left Pittsburgh that have gone on to be all world. Juju Smith-Schuster, not. Le'Veon Bell, not. Antonio Brown. Oh my God, Tomlin at least kept that mother in check. I'm just saying that the talent gets developed in there. They're not bailed out by talent. They develop the talent that they pick. They pick players that work in their organization and they build them. Talent is developed. Yeah. He leaves the Steelers and he can't keep his mental health enough to stay on the field without ripping his clothes off and quitting on a football team. I don't think Tomlin gets enough credit for the job he does. What do you mean it wasn't post Steelers? All right, Raiders are set to kick, and the ball keeps falling off the tee. Yeah, when he was on the Steelers, he was under control for the most part, and then when he wasn't, he was gone. Carlson kicks, and looks like this one's going to be returnable from the goal line. Here comes Hardman up through, and he's going to get met at the 22 and be tackled at about the 25. I just I just think you're a hater and that your opinion is based on just wanting to be, I mean, an argument waiting to happen. I hate Mike Tomlin, but it's because he wins games and is problem. You're realistic? By whose standard are you realistic? Your own arrogant standard? I don't understand what that means. Realistic. Well, realistically, then all these coaches are bad, and you can sit here and make an argument against every last one of them. It's fun. I don't mind arguing. I don't think 90% of their losses are because of coaching decisions Tomlin made. I would say 90% of their losses are probably based off of turnovers and negative plays. Back to pass, Mahomes steps up, nothing there, checks it down to Pacheco, who's got a lane, gets tackled before he gets past it, and he gets about a 5-yard gain. Arguing is easy when you're right, but you're not making any point. You're just saying Tomlin's the reason that they lost the games. But I'm going to say an untimely turnover or a jack penalty is more of a reason for a lost game than the coach. Yeah, I got Steve in here. Steve is pretty good with numbers, so he'll look stuff up. Mahomes is back to pass. Oh, he gets blasted from the end. Unevaded. Gets the big sack there, and it is now 4th down, and the Raiders are going to get the ball back. Bad penalties or coaching? I don't think so. Like offensive line penalties are primarily based on the quarterback. And Kansas City will have to punt. And he will get it away cleanly. And it is going to be caught at the 36, and he's going to try to get to the left side edge. He's trying to get the edge. He does. Cuts the corner and gets met at the 45, taken out of bounds there. Bad penalties are a lack of discipline. So now you're giving – so now – wait a second. A lack of discipline on the coach? And you're saying a lack of discipline is bad coaching. I mean, most offensive line penalties that are pre-snap are primarily quarterback issues. I mean, I know it all falls on responsibility of the O-line coach and then the quarterback coach and then the head coach and the OC, but I'm just saying that if let's use Kenny Pickett throws an interception because the ball slips out of his hand, that's Tomlin's fault. Good coaches enforce discipline. I'm just saying the coaching is only a part of any equation. And coaches that constantly get over the 500 mark in the NFL have very long careers. good teams with good coaching don't take those penalties. They that just sounds it's still, regardless of how you say it, it still sounds like just hating of Steeler football, and that comes from somebody that literally hates Steeler football. So it's better than average, but I still say coaching is. I'm like, okay, here you go. Another example. When you hear people crying about, that they want somebody fired, you heard them squawk about Matt Canada. Nobody cries about Tomlin. Nobody says that Tomlin deserves to be fired. It's always about one coordinator or, bad. I mean, I don't know. It's just hard to. It's just, let's go. 1st and 10, they got good field position, play action. He fires it over the middle, and Bowers had not broke out of his cut just yet. The ball was a little ahead, but pretty good timing. Second down and 3, back to pass. Here comes Reed. He hits him, and it is cold. What a catch. Bowers comes back for the ball. He's going to be about a half yard short of the first down, but Aiden O'Connell gets the ball away with Justin Reed bearing down on him and hits Brock Bowers. So how, let's see, where were we at there? What 18th and penalties? Okay. Where was Pittsburgh's offense last year? Where were they ranked? And that is a first down run. What I'm saying is that offense last year didn't look it was bad, and they still won games. So a bad offense with average penalties and a good defense still won enough games to go to the playoffs, I assume, right? They went to the playoffs last year at 9-8, or was it just Cleveland? Can't remember. There's the snap. There's the handoff. Abdullah's going to, no, it's not Abdullah. Tries to get out to the right, and he's going to get about a 6-yard gain. They have got 2 running backs out today, so I have no idea who number 28 is. Yeah, I get that they're not progressing very far in the playoffs, but I don't think that they have everything they need to win playoff games. I think they're still in that process. Back to pass. Now he is still in the window, but there's a running back there, so that's an incomplete pass. But your take that Tomlin needs fired is kind of, it's almost like a hater's take. I went through the same thing with my football team over Marvin Lewis, right? Everybody hated Marvin Lewis, wanted Marvin Lewis fired. Marvin Lewis put out a great defensive product every year, but just never could get over the hump offensively. Did we get better when we lost him? I don't know. I know that there is less BS. I know there's less BS out of Pittsburgh than just about any other organization from the players. I know that they seem to all want to play for him. 6-yard run on first down, or I'm sorry, 4-yard run on second down. I feel like you're in the very minute minority of people that believe that. So does that make you that much smarter than everybody else? Or does that just make you a hater of the way he's done? I don't know. I'm saying it, to define what a good head coach is that's a question. There's broken up. Nick Bolton gets his hand on the throw that's over the middle, and that'll bring it fourth down. I hate my coach. I don't particularly care for my coach. I don't know that he deserves to be fired, but I don't necessarily care for him either. Because when you cite all the bad things, you can't unlook and see all the good things. You're right. Penalties are just one thing. This looks like it's going to be a 45, 47, 57-yard attempt here. Play clock is done. Carlson hits it. It looks straight. No, it fell short. It looked like it just knocked down at the very end there and came up about a yard or two short. Did Nathaniel Hackett deserve to get fired? Yeah, Nathaniel, for which job? First of all, he deserved to be fired in Denver because he couldn't bring what he's supposed to bring to the table. He was supposed to bring Aaron Rodgers, and he didn't. So, yeah, he deserved to be fired from the Broncos. Let's see. I don't know who deserves to be fired. I mean, look at everybody screams and yells about Mike McCarthy. Does he deserve to be fired? Does he not? It just depends on what the standard is that your ownership is looking for. There's a good point. A head coach deserves to be fired when a team performs less than the standard of what the ownership expects. So now there's factors in that, and that's construction of roster, people that are on IR. There's all kinds of different factors, and that's what the GM's job is, I guess, to determine. But I think Mike McCarthy is a pretty good coach. I just think that he hasn't had enough to win. But are they? Do you see the talent show up on Sunday? Did Pete Carroll deserve to be fired from Seattle? Maybe it was just time for a change. Sometimes but the argument against Tomlin is just it's kind of ludicrous in a sense, because the appearance is that everybody, I guarantee you, if he was fired, he would be picked up tomorrow and have a prominent job. They have a little bit of elite talent. So do, I mean, at certain positions. uh, Mahomes is going to check it or fire over the middle, and he has got Noah Gray wide open. He's down to the 25-yard line, and the Chiefs are moving. Of what a great coach is. Fundamentally, everything about the Cardinals is set up for success, except for their quarterback. Back to pass, looking down the field, steps up in the pocket, and instead of taking a hit and a big sack, slides. Yeah, you can pick apart the Cardinals too if you want to. I love Jonathan Gannon, but if everything doesn't play out the right way, there will be no success. Second down and 10. Back to pass. Looking. Here comes pressure, and it's batted down at the line. Mahomes is lucky there. Alex is at work, Sports Cat. Third and 10, back to pass, steps up, fires, caught by Kelsey. He flips it over to Pirine, and they have done that play more than once, and that looked intentional. You know, speaking of the Pacheco usage, I feel like that they're just going to run Kareem Hunt into the ground as long as they can. There's the handoff to Hunt. He's going to push forward for about 5. I think they want Pacheco to be ready to go by playoff time. By ready, I mean fresh, because right now they really don't need him. I hate to say that, but if he gets 10 carries or 10 touches today, maybe 12 next week, just kind of getting him built up. I mean, Hunt's been on the field quite a bit. They've been alternating them. Just been throwing the ball a lot. Back to pass. Looking down the field, fires it. That's Kelsey. He's going to go down. He will. Now, they don't give him his forward progress. That's pretty funny. Yeah, usually whatever they do in the first half, they try to do the opposite in the second. But here's the thing: they have only 3 points in this first half. Samaje Perine is in the game. Third down and 4, and here comes a whistle. They're going to have to do something different if they want to win. I mean, I'm not seeing what different. They're just going to execute their game plan. It's 3rd and 4. Back to pass, looking over the middle, flips it to the end zone, touchdown. And that's Watson, who's going to get the score. And there you go. 2 minutes to go here before the end of half. 2:14. Chiefs take a 9-3 lead. And we have a 10-3 ball game. How do you judge? I'm just curious. How do you judge talent? Because I mean, when you're okay, like saying judging talent. So, well, that's what I'm getting at. I mean, every team in the league has ample opportunity to acquire out of the same pool of players who they pick and how they develop them, and then who they pick up in free agency and how they do and how they find people that work is on the individual team. I know that there's some uber talented guys out there that don't make rosters because they can't find the right fit. Uh, so I understand. So that's an organizational problem more so than a coaching problem. Or I can't figure out a way to argue for or against that. I but they should be smashing teams. Yeah, I think they could be scoring more. But when I watched that game last week against the Panthers, I feel like they're comfortable playing in one score games. I don't think that maybe that'll be a downfall at some point in time, but I feel like they care more about getting to the end and having a chance to win than just going out and annihilating. I don't know. You're right. It may cost them in the future. Puppet, I did not watch any games yesterday. I watched the reduced version of one of them. I don't know that that's the case. I mean, when's the last time it cost them in the playoffs? And they are more. They have a more talented roster but it's not because of the athletic ability and the comprehension of the game that the guys that Las Vegas has. It's how they're developed once they were in that organization. They come out of college. Most of these guys are pretty well top dogs, at least for the first 3 or 4 rounds on their respected teams. Why do you think so many players got drafted from Alabama? Because Coach Saban developed defensive backs and kind of had his way with whoever he wanted. I mean, I just feel like I don't know. I feel like everybody has an equal opportunity to draft talent. Yeah, because look at how many first round picks that the the Raiders have kind of botched, or high round picks. And then not to mention then the guys when you sneak a really good late round pick, you know, sometimes I guess there's a little bit of luck in there. And yes, there is luck involved in everything. I just think that that's the intriguing part. I when I see a Kansas City and Raiders game 10-3 just before halftime, and Mark obviously thinks that the Chiefs offense is struggling, and I feel like they're just building their playbook for the future. There's the handoff. He's going to go around edge. Nice move. Dives head first for the first down and gets about a 10.5 yard gain. And he's a little dude. I don't know who he is. Oh, that's Tucker. I remember him. But nice play. First down and 10. Ball is at the 46. Back to pass, looking. Got time. Fires. And that is overthrown. Looks like the intended receiver was Jacoby Myers there, and the ball was just a little high and hot. I mean, look, they're calling, there it is right there on the halftime show. Fitzpatrick on the Chiefs struggles. You don't hear the Chiefs say that they're struggling ever. They feel like they're on target. That's what I guess confidence is, and belief. There's the run on second down. He's going to get about a yard. And somebody has used a timeout. Yeah, but they admit teams, you hear it in the way that they interview and post. You never hear anything but the utmost confidence going forward in this one. All right, here we go. Go ahead, puppet. Fire away, man. Third down and 9. Chiefs crowd the line. Almost got it offsides there if they would have snapped it. They're audible, and Bolton changes the play. Here comes pressure. Chris Jones has got him, and that'll be a sack. And fourth down has come up. People are blinded by the record. Have you ever noticed that this team looks like they're playing? I don't want to say relaxed, but they're playing relaxed football until it becomes that time when they have to, and then it seems like when it comes to a big third down or fourth down, Chris Jones is in there and making a sack, or he's always doing something to disrupt a team. And now they're punting with 1:06 to go, which is enough time for the Chiefs to go down and get something. And they probably will try to figure out how to win. That ball goes out of bounds, and there is a flag. That's the best part, though, Grange, is that like betting lines and things that where there's actual money involved, the records don't mean a whole lot. It's almost like they find another gear, Steve, is what I was kind of trying to. I don't want to say that they're playing lazily the whole game, but it's almost like they find another gear. They save a little bit of extra for those moments. I mean, that's how it feels, but I don't know that that's actually the case. If your interpretation of that they're more talented is right, then yes. And you can say that it cost them against the Bills. I I think anybody will have a difficult time winning in Buffalo. Although first game of the season, I picked your Cardinals to go to Buffalo and win as that upset pick. They didn't quite get it done, but still. I mean, the Chiefs have they're like the Minnesota Vikings of a couple years ago. They've won like 11 one-score games in a row. I mean, it's just they just get it done in the big moments. What is up, Craig? Good to see you, my dog. Happy belated Thanksgiving. How was your turkey day, my friend? Did you eat a lot of food and get lazy? I mean, you can say that's going to happen to this team, but I seriously doubt it. Worst case scenario, they're playing in the AFC Championship again, unless something drastic happens between now and then. Puppet, how much macaroni and cheese did you eat, dude? I'd like to see Detroit in the Super Bowl, be honest. Back to pass. Pressure's coming. He's crowded in. He's got nowhere to go. And they're going to get a nice sack. 47 seconds to go in the half. Chiefs have one timeout, and they are slowly moving towards the huddle. Looks like they're pretty much giving up on this. What is the Rhino raid? Oh, Willie, you got to elaborate. What's a Rhino raid? Second down and 15. Mahomes lets it go deep over the middle, and he has got D-Hop, who's down at the 50-yard line. 18 seconds to go. Chiefs will use their last timeout. Whoa! Rising Rhino raid. Bro, what's up, guys? How are you guys doing? I don't know, Puppet. Nobody, man. Absolutely. Dude, Rising Rhino. Hang on. What's good, bros? How you guys doing today? I'm going to get you searched up here so I can at least repay the thanks at some point in time. It is going to be 1st and 10. Ball is exactly at midfield. Mahomes is in the gun, back to pass, looking down the field. He's got time. He's got protection. Fires over the middle, and that is down at the 40-yard line. They got 12 seconds to go, and the clock is stopped, so I'm assuming it's incomplete. All right, I will check in with the Rising Rhino folks here at the half a little bit. Got you brought up. Thank you guys, much appreciated. I will let Alex, my counterpart, know that you all were here. Giants fan 56. Sorry for your season. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We will do our best. We'll check you guys in just a little bit. Thank you guys for coming over. Always repay the favor. Steve Weber, were you in wings? Okay, we're going to get an illegal contact. So I don't have any audio at this point in time. So they take a 10-second runoff, and it's going to be 2nd down and 1. So they're going to have to spike the ball to get a field goal attempt here. We're going to see what this kicker's made out of. And he gets it down really quick, costs them 1 second, and we will see. So the catch looks good. Hard to overturn that if that's what they were talking about. But there was some kind of illegal contact somewhere, I thought. All right. So it is going to be a 59-yard attempt. Let's see if there's no wind in that stadium, by the way. It is up. It's going to be close. It is short, and it's caught in the end zone. He's going to bring it back out, and he's going to be tackled at about the 10-yard line. That'll bring us to the half. Just didn't have enough to get it there. Oh, I got to bring that one up. Let's see. Where are you at? There you are. And we are officially at halftime. Good afternoon, Mr. Rob. How are you doing, good sir? All right. Get the comments brought back up here. Let's go. Man, we've been having some good conversation today. A little bit of difference of opinion, which is always fun. And the thing that inevitably is that everybody looks at things a lot differently, different perspectives, right? Everybody has one. Mark Grange and Shark Horse, if they're not the same guy, because they seem like they're the same person, but they have a very distinct hardline opinion about things, and then mine differs. Mine varies for different reasons. We can both make points that are kind of accurate, but at the end of the day, I still have respect for the opinion, and that's the difference. Is that I'm not saying that their opinion is wrong. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. Listen, Steve, I don't know that to be fact, but I mean, I literally don't know that to be fact. And Puppet, you got the same personality, man. There's several people that are in here that have very confident personalities. Craig, I haven't digested it yet. I really don't know for sure how I feel about the India trade. The big part of me was that I love Jonathan India. I felt like he was becoming a pro's pro, and I feel like he spent time learning the game at a higher level, developed, became that guy, and now because we have an influx of infielders that he's and that Matt McClain has showed promise as a younger player, that India is going to be the one that gets traded. And I don't know that I agree or disagree with it. Right now, I'm just disappointed because I love Jonathan India. Listen, I have fun, dude. Rob, just so you know, I have a blast. Yeah, I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying anything about that. And you know what? And the other part of that is, Craig. Before I pass any judgment on what's good or bad for the team, I'm going to give Terry Francona the benefit of the doubt as a very good manager and evaluator of talent and whatnot. Maybe he sees something in that team that none of us, he sit out a season. Maybe he knows. Maybe he's got a plan. Maybe this has been in the works for a long time. Like I'm gonna side with the new manager that knows how to build a winner, right? So Bronson Arroyo is he's a great guy. I've actually had the opportunity, and I got a signed baseball from him. Uh, but I love that type of pitcher. Rubber arm, gets out there, beats you with location and changes speed, but not a fastball that will overwhelm you. So, big time fan of that guy. But like I said, Cincinnati they have a lot of needs and they've got to really figure out which talent they want to keep, but they just never really figured out which talent was worth keeping. Hey, what happened to this dude? Let's see. If anybody wouldn't mind doing so, we'll do a little bit of payback to the Rising Rhino. Used to play music at the local places acoustically in Boston. Same in Cincinnati, Craig. There's a couple little downtown pubs, we'll just call them, and his music was always big time. Let's see, what do we got going? There's those guys that just stopped by. If you want to throw them a quick hello and a little bit of love, please do so because they showed it to us and I did not know who it was. Get over there and hit them up with the blood raid for just a few minutes. Say what's going on in their chat. Yo, yo, yo. I think they're still rating channels. Yo, thank you, Steve. I want to listen for. Thank you, Adam, Steve, Charlie. What's going on? He's got a good following. Let's see. I'm trying to figure. I gotta say, don't mind the personality. Anyway, all fun and to going over and checking out new people. It's a great way to make some new friends. We've made a lot of friends that way, so love it. Yeah, I just really I'm curious to how Francona is going to handle that, and just I didn't like Craig. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like David Bell not one little bit. Um, he I don't know. I can't say I didn't like Brian Price either. I felt like Dusty got done dirty. I was a Dusty Baker fan. I felt like he built good teams that played together, played well. They just never got over the hump, and it's hard to get over the hump in Cincinnati because Cincinnati doesn't spend with the Dodgers, with the Mets, with a lot of these, with the Cubs, doesn't spend a lot of money like they do. But I'm excited for baseball. Uh, I can't wait to go to some games next year. 42 set hike sub raid sub team SOS. Thank you very much. Are you from the Rising Rhino as well? If so, thank you very much. If not, please let me know. Team SOS. I like that. All right, where are we at here? Still in the halftime show. Yeah, like I said, Craig. I just it's going to take a minute. When you have a change of power, you get the right coach in there, and then maybe the team decides to spend money to win. I don't know if they have to. I love the farm system development that they've done over the last few years. That's one of the things I have been happy with is that they seem to draft well and develop pretty well and get guys ready for the majors. It just seems like we end up having to trade. We end up trading away talent for veteran leadership that doesn't always pan out on the offensive or defensive end. So the Milwaukee Brewers are the best team in NL Central Division. No reason for you others to try. Sus to the man. 42 set hike rate. Is that somebody different? "42 set hike rate." I like it. Trying to figure out if that's a different channel. I can't see. I guess I could see. Let's see. Let's look. Let's see what we got here. Go to channel. That is suspension. Okay, that's no subscribe or 5 subscribers, no content. Make sure there it is. I'm working on it. "42 set hike." There we go. I've got the channel link right here. And dropping that bad thing in here. Let's go. Hey, it's what we do. That's the thing about sports people. They definitely Definitely want to talk smack. All right. Stop by. Got you. Thank you for coming by. Much appreciated. Hopefully you get some subscribers soon, my young man. All right. Getting ready for the second half. And should be coming up here soon. We got the commentators back on the screen, so we will be ready to rock. I don't think so. I didn't see it. All right, here we go. We are ready for kickoff here. The Raiders will be receiving. The kickoff is up. It's going to field it at the 3. Here he comes, 25, 26-yard line. Them balls ain't dropped, but he's still out hustling. Give him cred. Yep. Good luck. Good luck, young brother. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Raiders need to start this half. Show some promise here. They're going to go play action, looking down the field. O'Connell's got time, fires over the middle, and a little bit underthrown. That's dropped but not done growing, Steve. They're like intermediate. Me too. I got him. Always. It's always cool. First, 2nd down and 10. They're going to pitch it back. Here comes Abdullah with a head of steam, and he's going to bust through the line and get 11 yards. Nice run for Amir Abdullah. I love it when a running back gets up to speed and takes off like that because it's so hard to bring them down. Low center of gravity, a lot of force behind the run. I like how you can see the multiple view of them sitting there together with the TV right beside them. 1st and 10, ball's at the 34. O'Connell is under center. Gonna go play action. He's looking downfield. Here comes pressure. It's on him. He throws it, and it is incomplete. Justin Reed breaks it up. Intended receiver was Brock Bowers, and that'll be another 2nd and 10 here. And these Chiefs players seem to be getting a little fired up here. I agree with that, Steve. I would much prefer to look like a 14-year-old. All right, 2nd down and 10. Raiders got one in motion. Back to pass. Here comes pressure. He gets the check down, but he dodges the tackle and gets the 1st down. He's not contained down at the 40-yard line, and the Raiders are moving. That is Turner as he makes one guy miss, and it turns into about a 25-yard gain. Chiefs brought the all-out blitz. It was one-on-one on the outside, and he made the 1st guy miss, and that was Connor. Nice looking run there. DJ Turner with the big play. All right, it is 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Glad you do it a bit. Hand off to Abdullah. He's going to try to get through, and he does. and he's up in his game. They're getting close to 5 yards a carry right at the moment, and that bodes really well for this Raider offense. Because they really need to put one in the end zone. All right, 2nd down and 5. They're going to go play action. They're looking down the field. O'Connell's got time. He steps up, fires, and it's broken up. Good defensive play. Throws it into a double team to Jacoby Myers. Williams gets a hand in there and helps knock it away. A little bit of banter after. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Raiders are 2 for 6 on 3rd down conversions today. Here comes pressure. They're going to hand it off. They call the draw play, and it works to perfection. And he will pick up the 1st down. Fourth down and 1. I guess he was short on the play. Oh, he gets stuffed. And there you go. There you go. A team makes a decision to try to do something here to get that touchdown that they desperately needed. And then this Chiefs defense stands up at the exact right time and gets the turnover on downs. And you're back to the reason why they're 10 and 1. Stuff plays like that. When they need to make a play, they do. Antonio Pierce knows he effed up. Charles Omenihu in on the tackle there. Just that's a game killer right there. That one play might destroy their whole second half. Hey Steve, how do you assess when it comes draft time? How do you assess your college, your draft picks for college? Because I know you research that as well. How do you assess, your rankings? How do you have just a personal program that you come up with? Do you look at statistics? How do you come up with your plan because it's about that time to start putting together my top 5 for every class. I usually do that right at the end of December. So as far as when the draft rolls around, I have my preferences and why. So we're looking at the last two plays again, and both times he was short. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. 10-3 lead. Pacheco goes out in motion, looking down the field. Mahomes has time, steps up, and something was awkward about the throw, and Kelsey stopped the route. I'm not sure what's going on there, but it was incomplete. Second down and 10. Holmes back to pass, low snap, fires over the middle, and that is caught by Noah Gray, who gets all the way out into midfield and moves the chains and gets into positive territory. Tape, PFF grades, others' opinions, and I do my own system for the combine numbers. I do think they matter to an extent. Of course, each position, that's different. I got you. And there goes Pacheco. He's off to the races. 30, 25, out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big run for Isaiah Pacheco. Welcome back to the lineup, sir. I have a problem, Steve. The only problem I have, I can be very analytical, but I have personal preferences of guys that I really like that I know probably aren't that good, but I give them a little more credit than I should just because I like them. I got to get away from doing that. But beyond that, there's a handoff again to Pacheco, and this time he has nowhere to go but fights for a yard and a half. They're called my guys. I got some of them every single year that, and some of them do really well. Some of them don't do as much. All right, Mahomes is back to pass. He rolls out. There's a flag, and he fumbles. Oh my gosh. And Max Crosby is right there and gives him a little bit of a love tap. And it's a false start. So the loss on the play, it's not a false start. It must be like an illegal motion. Anyway, long story short, the fumble and then the recovery so far back, they're not gonna accept the penalty. Oh, looky here. Oh, I got you. He wasn't on the line of scrimmage. I see it. Nice little graphic by Prime. All right, Mahomes is back to pass, checks it down, and that's D Hop, and he goes out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Brings up 4th down, and Andy Reid will send the field goal unit on. And the field goal is good. 13-3, Chiefs got the lead. I have a hard time like they find players at different divisions and levels. I have a hard time finding those guys, and sometimes they're kind of they do. I don't know. The I really I really I guess I'm biased to the Power Five a lot of times. I mean, sometimes I go a little outside of it. That's one of the biases that I have, is that I really do favor players that have played against the best competition. I guess that's the best way to look at it, as opposed to those. I mean, I know there is some special guys that come from Division Two or uh, the non-power conferences, but that's pretty good. I mean, I always I like I said, I enjoy, because your involvement with fantasy. I know that's kind of a big deal for you. I love I just love trying to figure out which guys are going to be good NFL talent. But as we've kind of seen this year, especially on the quarterback front, development is such an important word. And because I think all these guys coming out of college, based on their physicality, all have a pretty good opportunity, with the exception of maybe Bryce, because he's under that 6 foot range. Yeah, I assumed you put some time into it. I put a lot of time into the quarterbacks for sure. And that's why uh, I have such low expectations for like a couple of them. I have a very low outcome expectation for Bryce Young, and I have the same thing for Kyler Murray, because the under 6 foot quarterbacks, have not fared well deep into postseason runs. So I'm just gonna nix them from guys that I would draft. I mean, when your only Super Bowl winner is technically Russell Wilson at under 6 feet, and I guess Drew Brees was 6 foot, but I say under. I kind of stick to that gun. Yes, sir. Unless you're a running back, maybe a cornerback. We have an injured Raider on the field, and that's Turner. And that's I didn't see it because I was chatting. He's had a pretty good year. I didn't, and that's the other thing, Puppet. I'm not saying they can't be good players in the league. I'm just saying that as a quarterback, their opportunities to win Super Bowl is is very low percentage. Man, he is coming off Barry. Let's see how this hit comes. Oh, helmet to the knee. Must have been down by contact. First down and 10. Looking down the field, fires it out to the side there. He hits Bowers, who's going to run out for a first down. As the defense was a little soft there on that play. I think Kansas City is in the mode now that with a 2-score lead, that they're going to make them burn clock to score. All right, first and 10. Ball is at the 41. There's snap, pitch back. There goes Abdullah, I believe. And there's a no gainer on that one. And I do not know McCormick, but he runs pretty solid. $7:20 to go in the third. O'Connell is under center. Here comes pressure. He pitches it out, trying to get the edge. He's cut off, and he is blown up, losing another yard there. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd down and 9 or 10. Nick Bolton very aggressive in the run game. Third down and 10. They got 5 bunched up on the line. There's offsides. It's a free play, and that'll give them 5 yards, and they will go again. Chris Jones was going in there to make that big play, and guess what happened? What's up, Robert? Happy happy Thanksgiving Day after. Thank you, man. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving yourself. Alex and I, we had a great night yesterday. Got to spend time with family. We ate way too much and was not prepared to do a game last night for sure. All right, 3rd down and 5. Here comes the pressure. Back to pass. Throws it deep. He's got a man open, and Bowers hauls it in one-handed. And there's going to be a DPI on that no matter what. But he catches that ball, brings it in, scoops it in one-handed. Very nice throw by O'Connell. I don't think they're going to call that OPI. Looked like good old-fashioned hand fighting to me. $91.90 in Columbus. Oh, Pitt just beat Ohio State in Columbus. Dang. 1st and 10. There goes the handoff. He's going to get about 2 yards. I'll take that. Well, as long as Indiana beats Ohio State, I'm pretty happy. In basketball, at least. I know we're not going to do it in football. Not yet. Brock Bowers, 79 receptions. 2nd most through 12 games in NFL history, only behind OBJ in 2014. Congrats to Pitt. Back to pass, looking down the field, fires over the middle. And that ball is on the ground. They're going to call it an incomplete pass as Bowers could not hold on to it. We put it right in the breadbasket, though. 3rd down and 7. Big play here for the Chiefs. Ball is at the 23. They need to get to the 15. There's a snap. Here comes pressure. O'Connell feels it, and Karlaftis is going to get the sack and is going to knock him out of field goal range, I believe, as he tackles him at the 39. No, they'll still be in range. That'll be a 56-yard attempt, though, coming up here. We'll see if he gets it. Made a boo-boo. You'll have to give me a second. And he missed it. It is wide. Carlson had enough leg. He just didn't get it straight enough. And another big time play on the defense that took them to the extremes of field goal range and cost them points. Like we were just talking about earlier. It was a 9-point. That says a lot about their team to go into Columbus and only be a 9-point underdog in college basketball. So congratulations for if you're a Pitt fan. I tried watching in my new AI stat mode. Not sure I like that. I think I got turkey hangover from yesterday. I think today is turkey hangover day because I had no desire to go deal with any of this Black Friday stuff today. No desire. I'm a little bit there today, but it's okay. I worked. Yesterday was just a tremendously long day. I went to work early, and then we had to drive to my in-laws and have dinner with a bunch of little kids running around. That was great. I'll check. So and then after that we had to do some switcheroos and make sure we went to my dad's house and hung out with their family. And then by the time we got home, it was late, and I had been up for a lot of hours, and then I didn't sleep well last night. I don't know why that was. Next gen stats, huh? Is it the one that says stats by X-ray, Charlie? Oh, well, that's nice. I didn't get abducted. I just ate too much last night. Maybe there's an alien growing inside me because I feel still bloated a little bit from all the food I ate. To watch it with next gen. Okay, let's see. I missed a play, so it's second down and 10. And Chiefs still have a 2-score edge, so they're going to continue to try to burn clock here as they and move the ball forward. They get it out, and Kelsey drops it. Looking, I'll check it. I will check it, Miss Charlie. Oh, let's see. Okay, third down and 10. Ball's at the 45. Back to pass. Here comes pressure. Lets it go deep. And that is caught. D-Hop with the back shoulder grab all the way down to the 23. Mahomes just throws it in the area and he sucks it in. Other factor I like to look into, if I can, is character. Oh my gosh, big time. Yeah, I think character. I think character, and there's a lot that goes along with that too. Checks it down to Kelsey. It's incomplete because not only can a guy have the talent and the ability, but even more so than just character. How about we just try the terminology maturity? Like, is he ready to, with NIL now, they're giving a little bit of money in advance, so you kind of get a feel for that. But do they have the maturity to be a NFL player, and can they handle it? Back to pass, 2nd and 10, fires it, and that is caught by Worth. No, it's on the ground. 3rd down and 10. Xavier Worthy does not get his hands underneath it. Pitt's point guard is the former NBA #1 pick. I'll check that out. Pitt might make the Final Four. Aptitude and attitude. Still looking at that play. I guess I didn't give it a second thought. That's a catch. They better be challenging that. The ball never hit the ground. Okay, they've changed it. Puppet, I don't like it at all, especially in the situation from today, because you run the risk of ruining a young quarterback. Because statistics do show that when a quarterback goes through multiple coaching changes and Mahomes is on the ground, missed that. They're different coordinators and such. They don't know. They don't develop the same as guys that have the same guys going through. Ooh, Kelsey turned the wrong way. 4th down and 3. I kind of feel like this might be a spot. And they're going to go ahead and take the points, not run those risks. Kick is up, and it is good. 16-3. Kansas City just keeps tacking on. Yeah, maybe, but in the moment, it's got to feel great firing your coach. I mean, I don't see. I don't look at it that way. I don't think it's a good feeling to fire anybody. I mean, I've never enjoyed that one bit. She is working today, and she's my daughter, not my sister. In case you were confused there. Hey, she's doing good, man. She's doing real well. What are lies, Mark? I appreciate that. I don't feel it some days. Everything. Got you. Everything is lies. I got it. Well, listen, I'll tell you what. If they would have fired him last season, I would agree with it more than firing him right now. How's that? How's that? If they were to let go of him at the end of the year last year and brought a whole new regime in, I would agree with that a lot more than letting go of him like right now after firing an OC and putting another philosophy in for the young man. I Oh, and I missed the play again because I was reading, and there goes Abdullah, and he gets a big play in here. We'll see where he's at. Looks like about a he makes it all the way to the KC 26 for 69 yards. Oh, Raiders are in prime position here to kind of get some points back. They have got to put one in the end zone. If they can't put one in the end zone, looks like it's going to be just a little bit longer of a day. 1st and 10, ball's at the 24. There's the handoff, and that is going to be worth about 2 yards. Bad coaching does hurt development. And when you pick the wrong coordinators, you're right. Got 3 on. They gave him 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7. Back to pass. Rolls out. He's got time. There's the holding call, and it's going to come in, but he's going to run for the 1st down. Let's see if it comes back. All right, now it is 2nd down and 17. Pushes him way back. Play action, looking down the field. He's got time, steps up, throws it, got a wide open receiver, and that's a touchdown. Brock Bowers on the corner route brings it in. The throw looked a little wobbly, but he gets it done. And now the Raiders have a chance to bring this to a 6-point game. I'm assuming they're going to go for 1. Extra point is good. We have a 16-10 ball game, back to 1 score. Here you go, Mark. You might have somebody that agrees with you for a bit. I mean, Robert, we're allowed to be as critical as we want. Doesn't know that mean that anybody is going to listen or care. But when you say you can't even criticize, period, for whom do you mean can't criticize? Sports media? Or, I mean, where is that directed exactly? Yep. The ones that stay are the ones, the media period. I got you. That's why this is great, because we're not bound by any rules. You know, some of the guys that were the lead, the diva part. I'd like to find different terminology. And we're set for kickoff. And we've got this is back to less than a touchdown lead now. So let's see what happens here. Got about, there is the kick. Got about 140 left to go in the third quarter. And that will be a touchback. And Samaje Perine takes a knee. And here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs at the 30-yard line. Oh. And Mahomes just had his big boy lay on him. And he is flexing his fingers. For all intents and purposes, it's better that it's his left hand than his right. Hands it off. There goes Kareem. And he's going to push forward for about 4 or 5 yards. Second down and 6. Back to pass. Here comes pressure. He escapes, throws it to Hunt, and Hunt catches the ball, and it's still going to be a big loss. And then, as we were discussing it, Microphone just released a video, how to get fired on Thanksgiving. Is it going to be a full length or a short? Nope, it's a short. All right, big play for the Raiders here. 3rd down and 11. This gives them an opportunity here. If they can get a stop, back to pass, looking down the field. Here comes pressure. Mahomes rolls out. He gets wrapped up. He gets away, fires it, and it is dropped. DeAndre Hopkins had it in his hands and loses it. And it is 4th down and 11. And the Raiders are going to have an opportunity here. Holy smokes. What up, Snowman? Oh my gosh, I cannot believe he dropped that ball. And the Raiders are going to have an opportunity here. There's the punt. It's going to be fielded at the 20. He tries to get the edge. He does, steps up, skates the sideline, goes out of bounds at about the 32. And with 5 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, the Raiders will have an opportunity to regain the lead in this game. I don't think they've ever had it. Take their first lead on this drive. If you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and switch it to the fourth quarter, and we will roll. Emmanuel, if you're still over on the Facebook side, thank you for the like. Anybody else that's still on the Facebook side, smash the thumbs up for me. Much appreciated. There's a handoff, and he's going to try to get the edge. He works his way outside. He's got a lane. He's going to get 10, 11 yards before he goes out of bounds, and that is McCormick playing backup today. And that will be the end of the third quarter. And we go to commercial break once again. All right, Dave. What are you talking about? $7:30 tomorrow night, Texas and Texas A&M. Let's see. Dave, that's the true meaning of poor ownership right there. Kind of like with the Jets, insert Aaron Rodgers equals Super Bowl. That's the way their perception was. Chicago, fleece Carolina of number 1 draft picks, insert Caleb Williams, Super Bowl. It just doesn't work that way. Cat is mad but sleeping somewhere. That drop is going to be pivotal. Yeah, that would be pivotal. I mean, honestly, if that costs them the game, that'll be a turning point. Hey, yeah, it's like Groundhog Day. They repeat the same type of decision making. Eventually, they need to win. They hope to win the lottery because they just continually make changes. Yeah, Jets have a ton of talent, but their culture is toxic. But man, I feel like adding Aaron Rodgers wasn't a help. But the thing of it is that they won more games with Zach Wilson than Aaron Rodgers. How does that manage to happen, especially with better players? You're right. They still don't have a line. Yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, Robert Zala maybe not hadn't done the best job yet as of yet, but thought he did pretty well with that defense. The cat's life is off to him. Dude, this cat here has it made. He's got everything. Did they just score a touchdown and I missed it? 16-16. Trey Tucker just scored a touchdown. Oh, I got to go back and see. How did I miss that? I'm Gabby too much. Let's see what happens here. We are tied. All right, Puppet, I'll get back to you in a minute. I just want to see what happened here. Extra point for the lead is up, and it is good. And the Raiders got the lead in the fourth quarter. All right, got to get back to paying attention. Paying attention. All right. The Raiders. Are they? I think you can make the argument that the Lions are the best team in the NFL, but they just about pissed away a game to a team that fired its coach the next day. I mean, where is it? It's only a problem if they don't win the game. That's the result is the result. How you get to the result. And yes, bad games do happen for everybody. And that's the reason they fired their coach, because they didn't execute. All right. Mahomes just ran for about 5 yards or so and got tackled by his head. Actually, not. 2nd down and 5. Back to pass, looking down the field. Got time, fires. And that is caught by Xavier Worthy, and he will be about 1.5 yards short of the first down. That kid McCormick's first name is Sincere McCormick. That's cool. Thank you, Miguel. All right, big play here. 3rd down and 1. If the Raiders can get a stop, can put them in a very nice position. Holmes fires over the middle, and Kelsey is there, and he gets the first down. You prefer McCormick black pepper? I like McCormick's black pepper. All right, 1st and 10, back to pass, steps up a little bit. Here comes pressure, throws it, kind of throws it away there just so he doesn't get sacked. We're going to go over Alex's parlay here in just a second. We'll see how she's doing. Crosby is definitely a menace. Pacheco chipped him there, was very helpful. 2nd down and 10. Mahomes rolls out left, moving pocket, looks, fires it deep down the right side to D-Hop, and there's the DPI. Only because the ball was underthrown does that make that defensive pass interference, and because Mahomes rolled the wrong direction on the play. I don't get Dukes much up here. I guess that's the inevitable problem with the defender never looking back for the ball either. Last second. All right, ball is at the 30. And I think that's going to be a false start. Yep. Crosby's seeing the lineman move, and he takes off to make sure there's no doubt. Wanya Morris with the false start. Dave, you don't like mayo? Are you a Miracle Whip guy? Here comes the blitz. Mahomes throws it out. D-Hop and Jack Jones are having a conversation. Both are smiling. It seems to be that everybody either uses Miracle Whip or they use mayonnaise. And I'm not much on Miracle Whip. Second down and 15. Ball's at the 35. Mahomes is back looking down the field. Rolls out. Got time. Throws it and throws it away. But oh, wait. There's flag on the play. Looks like it's an offensive penalty, and they're going to decline it. Legal formation. Clearly washed up, Puppet. You're right. Mahomes is done. Now, somebody could make the argument that he might have already peaked. That's possible. Back to pass. Here comes pressure. Fires over the middle, and that has caught the D-Hop on the run, and he is down at the 23-yard line, bringing up a very manageable 3rd and 3. D-Hop has 4 receptions for 90 yards today. 3rd down and 5. They marked him a lot shorter than what it looked. Back to pass. Checks it down, and there goes Worthy. He's at the 15, the 10, down inside the 6, and he'll go out of bounds there. 1st down and goal to go for the Chiefs. And you know what? I don't ever cry much for my fantasy team, but I could really use a Kelsey touchdown today. That crossing pattern for them speedsters like Worthy is a great call. First down and goal. And there is a flip. And that's going to go to Bell. Noah Gray. Bell, I haven't even seen him on the team. Anyway, he gets about a yard. Mahomes has arguably the best quarterback season ever, so technically he's probably peaked. I yeah, I just meant in general though, not you know, you're right. He's had a couple really good seasons, but the last few have not been as good. Fires into the end zone, and he overthrows D Hop on second goal, who was wide open in the back of the end zone. But like this year, it's been his season this year has not been top five quarterback ranked, but he's still winning games and he's more managing than he is dominating. D Hop caught that one handed. Man, that was pretty slick. Third and goal. There goes D Hop in motion. That was a false start, but they didn't call it, and Mahomes is going to get sacked. And Max Crosby comes in and makes the play along with number 44. Can't get his name out. Chia Song. Kick is up, and it is good. Chiefs retake the lead 19-17. Trying to figure what points I picked today. I think I went 42. Might be close. Get a PayPal button. I mean, yeah, I don't ever really ask for anything. So it's you can contribute by smashing buttons and leaving comments, Robert. That's the best thing for me. Let's see, Michael. We just went to commercial and I don't see the time on there. But there's probably 11, 12 minutes somewhere around there. Plenty of time for a couple drives for sure. And how are you doing today, sir? 9:53. Sorry, got it. There it is. Excuse me for 1 second. All right. There's the kickoff. He's going to bring it back to the 25 and kick. And special teams have been big for the Raiders so far today. This time it's Luby or Lobby, and there is a flag on the play. haven't announced the flag as of yet. It would be an illegal block in the back. Thank you, Miss Charlie. Charlie donated some memberships. Papa Sticky, Deb Radke, James Hayes II, Tom Kingery, and John Wick. What if it was the John Wick? That'd be cool. Speaking of memberships, keep in mind here coming up shortly, look for a couple of members only posts and a couple of members only releases from the channel before the 17th. It will be tied to a giveaway, so be sure you check that out. Second down and 1. I got to take this call. My father is having a time.
Yeah.
All right, my apologies. The Raiders had to punt there. My father has uh got a bad battery in his car and he needs it replaced first thing in the morning. So you know how that works. All right, where are we at? We are at commercial after the punt. Let's see. Also placed an order of some cheesy bread and brownies. Bro, dude, that's awesome. That sounds like a win right now. I could use some pizza. Yeah, and a can of Coke. Yeah, I got you. Is he sending it to me in Cali? Anyway, I wish it was delivery. Now my Saturday morning set. Your father owns a pizza parlor. I wish I would take a family discount. What's up, Fundamental? Yeah, so he's got a Lincoln, and it's that little SUV, and he wants the interstate battery. So see if we're back to the game yet. Nope, we're still on the commercials. So I can go hunt down a battery. And there goes Mahomes. What was that? Oh. All right, here we go. Where are we at? Where are we at? All right, it's first down and 10. Ball's at the 25. Handoff to Kareem Hunt, and he's going to get 2 yards on first down as the clock is down to 6:36, and then we keep going forward. Mahomes been sacked 5 times today. Second down and 8. Gray is in motion. Back to pass. Looks down the field. Steps up. Has somebody, but he is hit when he throws the ball or disrupted at least. And Kelsey was the intended receiver. And that's down to third down and 7. And new offensive lineman, DJ Humphries, who has been picked up, is on the sidelines, not active yet for today's game. They got Joe Tooney playing left tackle right now. Third down and 8. There's a snap. Here comes pressure. Checks it down to Samaje, and he barrels forward, but he is going to be short. He's only going to get about 5 yards on the play, and the Chiefs will have to punt again. The Raiders are going to have an opportunity to win this game. 5:50 left to go. Here comes the punt. And it is dead quiet in GEHA. And like going back to what Mark said earlier, that if you don't score enough points, you can't. Early, it's hard to win these games. Got to cook the hamburger meat for spaghetti dinner tonight. Yeah. Got a dozen prizes wrapped up while listening to this silver tongue announcer guy. Thank you, Rob. Much love, bro. The point is will they get it done? And that's what it boils down to. They're going to go against the strength. Always helps if you can score. Yeah, when you rely on your defense to, it's good when you've got a really good defense, but you're right, you got to score points. The one thing that's been very helpful for the Raiders today, and the Chiefs for that matter, is that when you don't have turnovers, these games generally end up a little closer than what they normally would be if you do turn the ball over. 1st and 10, ball's at the 32. There is the handoff to Abdullah, who's got a lane. He's going to get 8, maybe 9 yards out of that. Almost broke it open. Second down and 2. Back to pass, looking, checks it down. It's completed. Can he make the open field tackle? McCormick gets the first down. Clock's ticking away. Daniel Carlson is, I think that's their kicker. I think it's Daniel Carlson. Has been really good today from the long range. Yeah, if you don't, turnovers are probably one of the biggest game-changing factors of momentum that's out there. And bad penalties. 1st and 10, ball's at the 43. Back to pass. Here comes pressure. Gets it out to Bowers. And he will be tackled after about a 4 to 5 yard gain. 2nd down. Clock is ticking. Man, pasta, spaghetti sauce, shrimp, a little bit of sausage. You can put all kinds of good stuff in there, Robert, man. For real. I like to cook, though. 2nd down and 6. They credit him with 4 on that pass play. O'Connell's under center. This is a big play. Go and play action. Here comes pressure. He steps up. He checks it down and he gets his check down. And that is a 1st down and then some. They are almost in range now. Ball's out of bounds at the 40. A few more yards would make this a chip shot. And it looks like the Raiders are going to have an opportunity. Chiefs put the pressure and did not get the sack. First and 10. I suspect Spags is going to blitz here at some point. And there goes McCormick, has nowhere to go. He's going to lose about a half a yard. Heck yeah. Where are you at, Robert? Nice play by, I believe that's Karloftis, coming in and knocks the pass down. And now it's 3rd down and 11 with 2:24 to go. There's a lot of things that are really into this play here. If they can gain a few yards, it makes it easier to hit the field goal. As long as they don't go backwards, they stay in range. Let's see what kind of play call that they drum up for this. I bet they go conservative and keep it on the ground. Here, back to pass. Looking, fires it. Knocked down again. Justin Reed knocks it down at the line. and they're going to be at the very edge of their field goal range. I think it's going to be somewhere between 57 and 59 yards. North Carolina, All right, 4th down and 11. This is probably for the game here. Wait, why is their punter out there? Are they going to punt the ball? Okay, no, there's Carlson. He's on the field. Okay. I was getting ready to say, if they were going to punt it, that's a lot of faith in that defense to get the ball back. It'll be a 58-yard attempt. I said between 57 and 59, wasn't sure exactly. And here comes. There's a snap, comes clean. It is up, and I think he got a hand on it. And it's incomplete or no good. I can't tell if it was blocked or not, but he shanked it. I want to see it. Okay. Snap was good. Hold was good. Kick goes. And nobody touched it. He just didn't hit it great. No, what they should have done is not gone for the bigger play on 3rd down and tried to get him that extra 2 or 3 yards. It would have been helpful. There's the handoff, and there goes Pacheco. And Pacheco just got tackled by his face mask. But hey, it's all good. Timeout called there by the Raiders, I believe. Oh, well, that ball was leaning a little forward. That I don't know if that hurt him or not. That fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco. I think that hold had something more to do with it, as the ball was tilted forward instead of straight up or slightly back. And that's why it went straight down. Must be a nephew or an illegitimate son. Could be. Doubt it, but it could be. Gray is in motion. Comes back. There's the handoff. And Pacheco is going to go forward for about 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 2, as the Raiders will use their last time out here. They still have the 2-minute warning to go. Just like everybody else in the NFL, had a chance to win, just couldn't do it. I hadn't, it never even dawned on me, Robert, with Isaiah Pacheco. But then you said, when you said Ferdy, I was like, oh, I remember that guy. All right, 3rd down and 2. And it looks like if they do get the ball back, they're going to have about 2 minutes. So here we go. Play action. Running the pass play. Throws it deep down the field and overthrows Worthy. with 2 seconds to with fourth on now it's 4th down and 2, and the Chiefs are going to punt, and the Raiders are going to get another chance. Went for it all. Diablo gets the hit. Well, if any of you folks, I think Dave might have been in here last year, but beyond that, I'm not sure. What was I going at? But if anybody was in here last year, the Black Friday game was way more disastrous. Thank God that I had Mark to argue with today a little bit, and his alter ego, Shark Horse, whatever the heck it is, and make some of the bad parts of this game go a little bit faster. Hey, somebody said it was your alter ego, so I just went with it. There is the punt. It's away cleanly. Fair catch is going to be called for at the 6-7 yard line. Dave, I feel like it was just you and me last year, to be honest. I'm trying to remember which game it was. It was something like it was like a Jets and Dolphins game, or it was something horrible. Yeah, it was the Dolphins blew away the Jets. It was horrible. Horrible. Oh, for real. What's up, Papa Smurf? But yeah, that one was rough, dude. That one was really rough. And the cat has awoken, so he will be over here shortly for whoever was asking about the kitty. Private boxes for Birdie. Birdie Pacheco. Got to figure out what's going to watch later tonight. She's in the house, Robert. Man, there is nothing on TV tonight. Ugh. All right, 1st and 10, 156 to go. Raiders got a chance. Back to pass. Got time. There's a flag. Gets it out, and that is incomplete, isn't it? That's Mayer. So it must have been defensive offsides on Chris Jones. 5-yard penalty, so it'll now be 1st and 5, I believe. Wow. He didn't go forward too much. Back to pass, looking down the field. Here comes pressure. Checks it down over the middle. And Abdullah busts a tackle on 1st and 5 and gets the first down out to the 20. Time keeps on ticking. Raiders have no timeouts left. 1:37 to go in the game. They go hurry up. There's a snap. Back to pass. Looks down the field. Checks it over the middle. And that is complete again. And that is Michael Mayer again. 2nd down. Going hurry up after a 5-yard gain again. Here comes pressure. Reed blitzes, gets in, and it is complete out to midfield. And that is Brock Bowers with the big catch. And Brock Bowers is playing more like a wide receiver now than he is any kind of a tight end. He's so athletic and big. Here we go. They got a chance to put the dub up, and it's another 1st down. They are right to where they were last time, and the Chiefs still have a chance to squander it. They've still got 40 seconds left. Don't be bad clock management here. Here comes pressure. He's going to throw it again. And, oh, that is close to a 1st down. Down by contact. And they are definitely in range of a field goal now. Ramon, thank you for the thumbs up. Spikes the ball into the ground. Carlson's going to get another chance here on 3rd down and 3 with 15 seconds to go. Aiden O'Connell has thrown for 330 for over 340 yards today, 2 touchdowns. And he is 1 play away from getting a chance. And he fumbles the ball. It's loose. The Chiefs have it. There is a flag on the field. They've been having trouble with the snap all day. They better hope that it's a defensive penalty. What? They are taking him off to the side. The Raiders better hope that it's a defensive penalty. The flag came out immediately on the snap. But I think it's going to be, if it's a false start, then it's dead play and they move back 5 yards. If it's a legal procedure or with the down lineman incorrectly, then it's a live ball. Oh, I want to hear what they're saying. Unbelievable, Crafty. What's up, bro? That's ball game. They lose. It was because the fumble. So I've been watching during the whole game. They have been snapping, early snapping and bobbled snaps. They've been having trouble, but O'Connell had been dealing with it the whole game. This time, this one looked like it hit him in the shin. Let's see it. He snapped the ball before he was even looking for it. Bolton falls on it, and the Chiefs are going to get the dub here just because, look. Whose fault is that, Grange? Was that supposed to be a direct snap to the running back? He's mad. That dude is livid. Might have consumed the Brady luck. Well, there you have it. Get that changed here to a final. What a ugly, ugly game. Given the opportunity to win games and you just can't take advantage of it. They had gotten themselves back into field goal range. All they had to do was run one more play. One more stupid play. All right, let's get some of this chat here. What is up, Sam? Well, that is a wild ending. Yes, sir. For real. What's up, Renault? Good to see you. Puppet says Chiefs might have consumed the Brady luck. Man, you know that's choking, man. That's choking playing the big dog. They're exactly correct. Cheated death yet again. Yeah, Steve, you are right. They were at the 40, and that's where he had missed from. But I'm telling you, that last kick that he missed, that ball was tilted forward, and it changed the trajectory of his kick. It wasn't blocked. And I know he can hit the ball from, that 50, that 58, 59 range. Yep, and there you go. Chiefs clinched a spot in November. And there's Alex for all of you that have missed her. I didn't see that part. All I saw was when they showed the hold that the ball was leaning forward and he kicked it like that. It was really strange. Yeah. It was tilted forward. And then when he kicked it, Sam says that he kicked behind the ball. So he got here. And then by the time he got to the ball, it just went just no, there was nothing good about it. You needed him to make 2 field goals and he missed 2 instead. Yeah. Yeah, because that was the most awkward looking kick that I've seen. And then just put that into perspective. The Raiders have had, enough opportunities and they go down, they missed a field goal, but they get the ball back and drive right down the field and get close. And they weren't quite in field goal range of something that he'd hit today, but that back hold made it a little bit more. A couple more yards would have been nice. They spiked the ball to stop the clock with 15 seconds to call a play and get back and go for it. And then he's looking over to the sidelines. The center snaps the ball. Whether it's the noise in the stadium, they were going on a silent count. I don't know what it was, but that center was PO'd at the end. You were there for Super Bowl III. Talk about strange. Hey, man, that means you've lived a long life, Robert. And you still in here hanging out with us some. That's cool. It's a good time. I want to thank those guys over on the Facebook side that hit the like button today. Anybody here on the YouTube side that hasn't smashed it, I definitely would appreciate it. If anybody wants to hang out for the old Oak and Bucket game tomorrow night, Indiana plays Purdue at about 7 or 7:30. I should be in here for that. And then after that, we'll see you again on Sunday night. But another Black Friday disaster in the books. The guard tapped him, telling him to snap it. Got it. And the QB wasn't even paying attention. Now, does Haley? It's Haley Seinfeld, right? That's. Does she give him like Taylor Swift type points for like notoriety on TV and stuff? Does that change the whole dynamic? Do they get the pop culture vote for in Buffalo now? I don't think I'm going to do two of them, Papa Smurf. I'm definitely going to do my team tomorrow evening. Thank you, Terry Fasili. Sorry if I butchered your name. Yeah, they've been together for a while. Yeah, absolutely. All right, you guys, man. What? Thank you for making this rough game better. We had a blast today. Miss Georgianne says hi, Papa Smurf. Thank you for coming by tomorrow. If something happens and I don't have anything going on, I may stop in here and stream in the afternoon, so it's possible. What's wrong with the Bears coach? I'll answer this before I leave. I'm going to say it one more time. What is wrong with the Bears coach is whoever hired them. That is the problem. The upper management of that place has some tendencies that doesn't allow for coaching to make any mistakes or grow whatsoever. Not saying that Eberflus should be the coach. I'm just saying that he shouldn't have been fired like that. And I feel bad for Caleb Williams. But somebody said it in chat earlier, and I think it was Dave, more than likely. At least he doesn't have to worry about being in Chicago anymore. But that's two offensive coordinators now and a head coach change in 1 year of Caleb Williams' career. Hopefully he can shake it off and forget it. But a lot of quarterbacks are not able to do that. So they need good development, and so far they haven't gotten it. But on that note, I love the Bears coach. 2 free wins a year. Puppet, thank you, bro. Yeah, George Hallis would be nice. But you know what? If I was Chicago and I was Ryan Poles, Alex is going to love this. It's either going to be somebody like Gruden or it's going to be Spagnuolo from KC. You wait and see. It'll either be somebody raped from Kansas City, or ripped away, or it'll be somebody like John Gruden, Mike Vrabel, somebody like that. But once again, going to be out, and I will see you guys tomorrow. If John's in the house, Mr. Jansen, here I'll leave you some sharkage. Peace.